And, they work hard and, obviously they're doing a service, but we really, the larger population, we take them for granted in a very deep way because
They found 45 dead bodies there. Now, does that make any sense to you? I'm under a great deal of pressure to look into what happened.
There were 5 days, the most ungodly conditions.
we are getting all of these patients out of here. We are nurses, and we're gonna get it done.
Good. Hey, it's Jim Alexander with Real Talker. Adepero, did Geostorm prepare you for the carnage of this show too, in a way? Because I think you're the only one from the cast that's been on a sort of a natural disaster sort of film.
You know what? I never even connected the two. Weirdly enough.
Well, I mean, one's a lot more serious in a sense, taken from true events.
No, listen, yeah.
But you've been part of destruction already, so you must have known a thing or two. The thing about here, it's like I've been talking to everyone about, how much respect do you have now more even for like nurses and doctors watching? Like their job is tremendously difficult. We don't pay enough attention. I think until COVID really started, we started respecting these individuals. But being part of this and hearing this story, like, did it hit you another way too?
Oh, definitely. Because even though I have friends and family who are healthcare professionals, and they work hard, and obviously they're doing a service, but we really, the larger population, we take them for granted in a very deep way because you forget that what happens when people are tired and people need to sleep and when they're doing long shifts, and then in this particular story dealing with some extraordinary circumstances, that is and then also seeing how that relates to what happened with what happened with COVID, what we saw. And people, they are not supported enough, and we definitely take them for granted.
Do you feel like a little bit more responsibility because these are actually like real people, like just even with like the language and everything to do justice? On medical providers watching like, oh, this is not how it's done, that sort of thing. I'd imagine that'd be like a worry for an actor to portray someone in the best light, such as medical providers, to like do justice. Did you have any sort of feel of pressure, like I need to do this right, to say these things right?
Totally. Oh, totally. Because you don't, again, if you know people, you want them to kind of feel like you did your due diligence, but it's like multi-layered in terms of like, when we're doing anything medical procedures, making it look like we know what we actually doing, researching, certain procedures, certain terms, but also just taking on a story that is based on real events and real people. You want to do due diligence. You want to make yourself available as possible to put yourself in those scenes as truthfully and honestly as possible. So yeah, there is definitely a great responsibility there that I felt.
What struck you the most? Like we heard about Katrina, obviously, but there's so many stories, so many people. I mean, there's just so much that you could only report it. People, had access to or reported, but about this hospital in a sense, what like struck you or like made you go like, wow, I can't believe this when you kind of learned about the story when you were preparing for the role?
Yeah, the levels of the breakdowns that led to people being abandoned, that's what struck me. Just, the multi-layeredness of all of that was kind of was shocking and sad.
You guys, like I've talked to everyone. Everyone just keeps on basically being so excited about this cast, how you guys bonded. It seems like it was a unique experience for everyone. Everyone's been telling me like, I have friends for life. Like this is the most amazing thing going to the set. What were you guys doing that you bonded so much? Because that's, sometimes a rarity in this industry. Like people come and go and, or stay in their trailers. But what was it about this group that you guys bonded? Because on screen, it's an ensemble. There's no one star or anything like that. Everyone works equally. But what was it about you guys that just had this bond that you guys connected?
I don't know. It's like this wonderful, beautiful alchemy. And John and Carlton, I don't know what magic they had in just assembling these wonderful souls together, but you know, we had some opportunities to just literally break bread with each other and talk, and we play games with each other, and
Nice.
it was just a wonderful group of people to be able to be a part of, to feel supported, to tell such an intense story. We really took a lot of opportunities to laugh and just play and share space together. And it, again, it's something I will never, ever, ever forget. And I'm so thankful for that experience and for those people. It was wonderful. I love them all.
It's crazy because Robert just told me he's been in like over 200 films and shows, been working since I was even a thought on this earth, you know, and he said it was his best experience he's ever had. I mean, that's unbelievable for someone that's like worked, 3-4 decades in this industry. It's something special. Someone's got a special sauce you guys had there.
It is very special because you just think how incredibly fortunate am I? You can't believe that for me, getting to work with these people like Robert Pine and Sherry Jones and
Yep.
everyone else involved, and then it's like there's so much care, and they're great people, and they're giving and they're generous. Um, Everything that I ever want to experience as an actor.
That's awesome. Well, make it a little bit more lighthearted. I have a book of facts, useless facts. Julianne and I went through it. I'll let you pick a page and we're going to learn some random stuff. Sounds good?
Okay, page 11.
Oh, okay, good. We haven't had that one. So the facts on page 11 would be, okay, the gap between two upper front teeth is called diastema.
Diastema. Okay.
Never heard of it. I'm probably even saying it wrong. The night vision of tigers is 6 times better than that of humans.
Okay. All right. I
That
like
makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a weird one. Fingernails grow nearly 4 times faster than toenails.
Oh, did I? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, you kind of. Okay, this is an interesting one. These are like human anatomy stuff. Your thumb is the same length as your nose. That's crazy. I never knew that. It's like I almost want to compare.
I'm gonna have to
right?
test that one out.
Yeah, later on.
on.
This is a crazy one too. A baby panda is smaller than a mouse when it is born.
Okay, that I knew. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, you knew that? I never heard of
yeah.
that. Wow. Okay, and we have 2 more. The word karate means empty hand.
I did not know that.
It's so crazy. And I think I knew this one. It is impossible to sneeze with your eyes open.
Yeah, I knew that one. That one.
Yeah, just tough. You don't want to try to pull that or your eyes might come out. You know?
No, that was great. Thank you.
You got it. After, what happens now after such a great experience? Are you ready for the next show or movie, or are you taking kind of a break to take it all in? I'm curious after you do something, how do you like to move on to the next project or like to take it in and kind of,
Yeah. I mean, we completed this a year ago. And so, so life has happened. But yeah, definitely ready to take on the next project, but also really happy to talk about this project as it gets out in the world, and hoping people see it and have conversations around what they're experiencing in this creative exploration, and just start that conversation about like what's happening so that those things don't happen again, maybe create some change.
Yeah, no, conversations are, that's what it is. I think the best thing you can take out of this is, like you mentioned, kind of shining a light on these medical providers for all they have to do. We all know them. My sister's a nurse. You have family, like, and close friends. Like, everyone knows someone that's a healthcare provider, so if you can do that, that's like shining a light on real people, and I think you should take pride in that. I'd imagine.
Thank you. I'm very proud. I'm proud to be a part of this story with these people, everyone involved, cast and crew, all across the board. It was a great honor, truly.
Hey, you did a terrific job, and all of you really did. The whole team and family, actually, we're going to call them family from now on, did a great job with that.
Thank you.
Hey, looking forward to seeing you in the next one. I've been a fan of your work, and hopefully you keep on turning out good stuff. Always something interesting from you. Different roles, different sort of genres. You always surprise me.
I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much, truly.
Absolutely. Talk to you on the next one.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.